Okay, yeah. All right, let's do this here. Let's do that there. Let's get this moving. Okay, I got a feeling that this time it will be a lot quicker. Come on, come on. We got to get this moving. That goes there. That goes there. Boom, boom. Oh, the speed, the speed, the speed is incredible. Are we in a bear market? Are we not in a bear market? Are we cooked? Are we not cooked? What is the situation of where we are right now? Okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Stop with the sound. What is happening right now? Is everything good? I'm sure the Bears are having the mother of all feelings at the moment. I got a feeling they're just sitting there going, "Oh my God, I'm so happy." People are like, "Oh, I said this for over a year. Now we're here. Missed all of the things in between, but now we're here." You know that song? I'm sure that they're absolutely in the happiest moment of their life right now. Oh my God, alone in their tiny little bedrooms, and I'm sitting here in my sky bunker. That's what she said. She says that every night. Or sees it. One of the two. I don't even want to talk about. Good, whatever. It's all good, man. Everyone has their moments, and I'm sure he can go on all the tiniest little things. I miss Biden, Gary. I mean, yeah, that is true. Let's see what happens on that. All right, let's see if the chat is working here. Is the chat working? Chat, can you chat? Is anyone chatting? 1 second. Let me just make sure that it's working. Dum 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 dum. All right. Why is it not working? Come on. Come on. All right, that's good. I paid for one of my cat's teeth to be pulled out today. Damn. Damn. Why are you not in Portugal? I'm gonna talk to all of you guys about why I'm not in the land of Portugal. All right, I'm gonna explain. Okay, it works. All right, cool. Right, I was supposed to be in Portugal, and chat is chatting. Thank you very much. Welcome everyone. Fantastic. I'm glad that everyone is here. I'm not in Portugal because I went to the airport yesterday, and as I was trying to check in, they said that I needed a minimum of 3 months on my passport to be able to travel to Portugal, and I had 2 months and 29 days on it, so they didn't allow me to travel. That is the reason why I need 3 months to travel for 4 days. 4 days. So, and it's not even like okay, cool, I'll just get it done and this and that. By the time I get my passport back, hitting into the weekend, everything's gonna be finished. I had like 30 meetings arranged. It's amazing. It's meant to be 6 months in certain countries, other countries are 3. Yeah, so that was fun. That was a fun situation. Even though now I'm getting all the Joshua's messaging me going, "Oh, bro, have you seen this?" But I was like, why are you trying to hurt me right now? You know I'm not there. Stop hurting me, right? He's an awesome guy. By the way, Joshua is one of those type of people, right? That when you talk to them, he's actually a really, really down to earth, really nice guy, honestly. My friend lost a trip to Ibiza because of that last summer. It's the most annoying thing. You can drive there, or is it England not in the EU? I mean, I could drive. I could drive there. All right, let's see. All right, Lisbon, London to Lisbon. All right, London to Lisbon. All right, let's see what this looks like. What is London to Lisbon? Let's get this. Let's see how this looks. Come on, maps. You can do it. Yeah, you can do it. I feel it. I feel it. Let's see where this goes. How far away is this? Why is my internet so slow? Wow. All right. 21 hours. I mean, technically, you're right. Technically, it's possible, right? Technically, I could do that. But I won't, right? That's why that's not gonna happen. But thanks. I didn't think of it. I didn't think that I could drive there. It would be a lot of it would that would be some commitment, man. Road trip for that would be some commitment. Can we take the minute of silence for excuse bid, please? Yeah. But whatever. I thought Jam was supposed to delete his account, so all those bets mean nothing now, right? I know these mean a bit nothing now. I'll say this: if this market doesn't pump by December, I will personally delete Jam's account. How about that? He didn't do it himself. I'll do it. No problem. It's not an issue. You know, it seems like he's not a man of his word. Right. Where are we right now? What is happening in this market? What is going on? Is it bear? Is it over? Are we party time? Are we not party time? What is the general situation of what is happening and why everything is having a boo-boo? I mean, look at the S&P 500. It's doing some not so nice things, even though it's bounced off the 55-day EMA, but it's the second bounce, so it looks like this thing is going to break down. I'll give you the support levels, I'll give you all the other aspects, but it mainly revolves around a few key factors, right? And this is the thing. Everyone is pointing towards Abrovgo, that number for my birthday, putting it into, so stop putting it into, bro, I gave you the levels, Lamar. Please listen to what I'm saying, please. And everyone in the pro group is doing amazing stuff. I'm telling you, it limited spaces. This market is now turning into what could be described, and I'll get into it, is to a trader's market, right? Please, not incoming. What's not incoming? Why? It's going down, but USDT dominance is going up, so it's irrelevant. Ponky, I'm going to give you some key factors that you need to look at, right? What was I saying? Yeah, it's becoming into a trader's market, so you need to be in. You need to be in certain groups that know exactly what's going on. And I'm telling you, there are people who are in there that can attest for what this type of stuff that we're doing, like in there. It's crazy stuff. I'm just telling you. Up to you guys, whatever, it's all good. Now, where are we right now? Yeah, so it all revolves around a few factors. Firstly, because of this unemployment issue that's going on. Secondly, because of what the Fed sentiment is happening. And thirdly, because of all this understanding of these AI stocks and other things being overvalued, right? This understanding that they're overvalued, rather than thinking about it in a manner of which these institutions that have seen some of the most largest moves and gains in this industry, taking profits in areas where they believe a lot of gain has happened, right? And secondly, because of this key factor here, right? We were all expecting that the government opening would mean that there would be a release of data, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, right? And the fact that they're not going to release any of these things and these factors and October job reports and inflation data and all that kind of stuff means, according to what the Fed said, and I'll give this to you guys here. I'm going to go through all this kind of stuff and then go through the markets, and this is going to be a full proper show right now. Means that the understanding of where the Fed... What? Why is that? What? Okay. That was weird. That means is that the general sentiment and the probability of the Fed cutting is now dropped to around 42%. This, I think, is in the best and nicest way to say, starts with a B and there's Goldilocks. Add the locks at the end. So just say it's B Goldilocks, and it's an English word, right? That's what I think this is. Because what's happening right now, because what the Fed did previously, because of the lack of data, because they don't have the data, they believe that the Fed is not going to cut because of that. And that's why this is going down. The government is not releasing the data. They don't have the data. It's coming into to the December period. It doesn't look like MK. It is the Balearic Islands. There's the Balearic Islands. That is the reason what this is, right? That's what I'm saying. That is my understanding. I, for not a minute, don't believe that they're not going to cut. That, in my opinion, it is 100%. This is all the Balearic Islands, right? Now, a few things that I will say, and this is the thing that I want to give you an example of, and to be really careful to understand, is this, right? Currently, we don't have the detail for jobless claims. Currently, right? Currently, we're sitting in a place where jobless claims are not clear. There's no governmental data. There's no governmental understanding of where we are, what's going on, and what's happening. It's not there, right? But A good friend of mine, all right, a good friend of mine showed me a little trick that they do, right? It's a little trick that they do that it's a little trick that they do that that shows an indication of jobless claims, right? And it's such a really interesting thing that they do. So they look at the demographic of what type of people that work and certain nearing neighbor countries, and they look at Puerto Rico states, right? So it's calculated, the way that they calculate jobless claims is dependent on, and I'll read it exactly the way he wrote it to me so you guys have an understanding of where it goes, right? Claims can be calculated based on the reporting by the states DC and Puerto Rico by applying the same adjustment as used the same week last year. The seasonal adjustment number can be estimated and tabulated to indicate that the jobless claims have increased by 7,000. This, in my humble opinion, means a weakening labor market. That, by every sense of the understanding, if the Fed was not lying about the balance of risk moving towards unemployment and job creation, means that they're going to cut. So this understanding of the 42% of them not percent that they're not going to cut is based on the singularity fact that the government is not releasing data. But I think they're going to cut. I'm almost certain they're going, and I think the sentiment will change quite aggressively from that point, because the sentiment at this present moment is spectacularly bad. We're talking levels that it's like it's over, and you're just looking around. You know that type of moment where you're just sitting there and everyone's saying it's over, and you're just sitting around going, wait, you know, have you seen those sketches where there's a couple and one of the couple starts screaming and running away, and then the other person's like, what's going on? That's where I am right now. What's happening? Guys, what's happening? Something going on? What's going on? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Everyone's like, wait, what's going on? Right? That's the situation of where we are right now. That's what's happening. I'm just looking around going, everyone cool? Is everyone good? Right? But I'm going to give you some level of hopium for everyone to understand towards the end of this show. Everyone understand what I'm talking about? What's happening right now? What? What's happening? But I'll say this, right? I did a video about it. If you guys watched it, great. If you guys didn't watch it, well, I'll talk about it right now. You guys need to make sure that you check. I do a video every single day. Every single day I do a video. So I want everyone to really understand that fact. It's super important that you come every day, you look at my channel to see if there's videos there. Sometimes it doesn't push it because the algorithm is now not pushing towards financial type of things. And I'm just here giving my opinions, right? Especially the one about Eric Trump. That's a really good one, because those videos about the one about Eric Trump is a very, very clear understanding of the type of mentality that you need to have to be in this industry. It's extremely important. Make sure you watch it after the stream. Now, if you ask me what is actually happening right now, right? What is actually happening is all based around the MOVE index. Right? And I did a video about it. I said it's going to get choppy like crazy, and then it happened straight after what I said. Because so if you guys were there, you could have played this market exactly the way that I was talking about. What happens and the way this works, right? And I give everyone an example. The moving index is all based around the treasury yields. It's an amalgamation and an averaging out between the 3, 5, 10, and 30-year mortgages, right? What's it called? Treasury yields, right? And when this starts rising, alongside the VIX start rising, it means that there's going to be some serious moves, and on top of that, volatility that's going to come into the market. So this is the key in this understanding of right now. What's going on is that there is fear in the market with the lack of cuts and with a lack of information, not knowing and not understanding, and having a level of fear, which will mean that people are looking for safe havens and not understanding where to go. That's why even gold is selling off. People are in this state of not knowing what to do with what they have in their assets. It's crazy at this present moment, right? So that is the main reason why we're going through this crazy amount of volatility. I'm going to give you some hopium though. And I'm telling you, the last time I gave this to you, it happened exactly as I stated, right? I just want everyone to really understand that it is very important that you watch this, right? And unlike everyone else's lives that go, oh, bruh, have you looked at the cheese related to Bitcoin graph? It's cooked, brother. Like, you can make a cheese melt from that, innit? Yeah. So, apart from that, I give you actual real data, right? This is the situation where we are. Now, if we look at some other factors here. Sorry. Yeah, that was hilarious, right? If you look at some other factors here, if we look at the funding rate, of the key players, right? We look at Binance, Bybit, OKX exchanges. It's sitting at 0.008, right? There is no speculators in this market right now. None. Zero speculators, which means that we're in a full consolidation period at this present moment. So if we find a place, if we find an area where we settle, I got a feeling that thing will sit there for a while until we move from there. But I will say again, I'm giving you some relatively good stuff, and then we'll get into some not so good stuff, right? So that's that situation there. If we look at some other things, let me look at some other things right now. I'll show you one more thing here. That's the bad stuff. 1 second, I'm trying to move away from the bad stuff. Right, and that's it. All right, I'll show you some other of the other stuff as well, the good stuff towards the end. Now we look at Bitcoin. Right now, we are at some key levels, right? And this is continuing on that downward trend, lower lows, lower highs. It looks like we are experiencing a stronger drawdown into the market, but it's held this trend line for some time, and it looks like it will be gone tonight, mate. All right, I don't know. All right, Punky, you replying? Okay, cool. It looks like there is a two support zones that we need to really look at. It's super duper important, and we need to understand that this market, because of the sheer level of speculators disappearing, is moving into what could be described as a full-blown traders market. You trade the market and the bounces, the moves, the ups, the downs, and this and the other. And the pro group that I'm talking about is experiencing that on a continuous basis. It is first come, first serve. It's limited. 200 places. I will not add any more from that. That is the last of what I add, because I don't want this to be spread around. There are some serious people in there. If they're in there, they'll understand. They could write it here. There's a guy named Batman. I don't know who that is. No idea who that person is. Who's got 6 out of 6 trades absolutely perfectly so far. Bro isn't copy trading about it. No one's copy trading. What are you talking about? I'm telling you what it is. But people there, you can see. People who are there can see, right? You are in there, can understand what I'm talking about. There is no group like it. I'm telling you, there is no group like it. It is super duper important. And if you want to check that out, I'll just put this here. I'll do it very, very quickly now, so everyone can understand how to get to that place. In fact, I'll drop it in. 1 second. I'll drop it in now. So you guys can understand how to get there. Just go here, message me, right? And that's it. And the rest I'll tell you exactly how to do it. Where are we right now? Here we go. I don't know why this doesn't work properly. What's happening right now? Just go to yeah, there we go. Just go to the Learn My Alvarez group, paste this, and this is the group there. That work? Why did that not work? Why is it not working? That's strange. It's not working. Anyway, whatever. I'll put it into how can I do this? Why is this not working? Anyway, whatever. I'll look, if you go to, actually, I'll show you here. Even better. It is even better. I'll show you exactly how to do it. 1 second. Why is that not working? It's so strange. If you go to my X, right? You'll see it in this group here in the community. You press onto the community. You go into the community. Why is this not good? Come on. Come on. Internet is really bad today for some reason. Go into the community. Go here and just message me. That's it. That's the best way to sort it out from there. Right. Okay, cool. Now, from that point on is that, as I said, we're going into some key levels here. What's going on at this present moment is that this level was given, just so you understand, in the group, right? This level was given and it hit it absolutely perfectly. It was literally written there. Watch this level. The reaction of this level is going to be everything, and that is the exact point of where it leveled, and it actually went up to all the way up to here. So we're talking about a good move of, what was that? A 3% move on a 20x, and you can do that and all that kind of stuff. Now, this is one of the levels that's really, really important to see. It's super duper important. This needs to hold. If this breaks, we have one more level, and I think that one more level, if it gets there, and we see certain factors come up, especially if we look at exchange volume, and we're seeing this slight little tick up happen. If we start seeing that as this thing is going down, that deviation is going to be everything, and I think we could see one of the last real big pumps into what you could be making some real returns, as you're seeing some of these other alts and things like that are already doing certain moves in that area. It is moving now more away from Bitcoin and moving more to what I could actually be described as to ETH, and alts will be doing some form of a move, in my humble opinion, and I'll explain to you where that level could potentially come from. Now, let's look at some key factors, right? I want to show you this now. I want to show you this. There's one thing that is slightly problematic, and it all sits around this graph right now. At this present moment, most of the key levels of support have disappeared. Most. And we're coming down to two key factors. And in fact, I would say one, right? And that is sitting at the 88,000 to 87,000 level. It's super duper important that it's sitting around that level. And that is a level that you guys have to mark on your graphs. It's super important. In fact, I'm going to do it now, right? I'm going to do it now. Let's put the line at 88. Let's put the line at 8. In fact, I'm going to do a box. Let's say around there. That there is very, very important. Like it's super important. And I think, to be fair, else haven't like they normally do in the Bitcoin. Yeah, I know. That depends on liquidity, and there's time for that. If this breaks and this doesn't start to rally quite aggressively from now, right, then that there will most probably do a last strong pump. And if that continues and buyers come in and put spot buys in, which gives this moment right now a really good opportunity to do that. And the reason why I do say that is because, as I said, speculators are out of this market right now. They're completely out of this market. There is no speculators at the moment, and you can see that by the funding rate in the largest volume. Where is this now? The largest volume exchanges out there. It's non-existent, right? Can you say the levels for TTY? Yeah, just come and join here. You can actually see it. It's better if you see it. It's better if you see it, right? So the funding levels have all disappeared from that point there, and it's really, really important to understand. So that's this level here. It's going to be unbelievably important. And in fact, if we look at other key factors here, that 88,000 level, where is that now? That's 91, 88, comes into that exact area of support as well. It's super important, but, and I will say this, but, the reason why I'm saying chart is even better on the TV screen. Thank you so much, Eco. Why are you watching me on TV? That's weird. That's freaking me out a little bit. Just a little bit. Bill Clinton comes out and says it was good. Trump. Miles, I can't read. I can't say that. Stop it. This is a PG. This is all PG, right? Now, one thing I will say that gives me a bit more of a worry that this thing is dead cat bounce territory, and I want this to be Lamar in the living room. Oh, thank you so much, man. Stop it. That's freaking me out. Is the camera good? I changed my phone, so I'm on a better camera, and I'm like changed other stuff. Is everything good? Are we all like, anyway, whatever. It's all cool. I hope it's entertaining. That's all that matters, right? What's really important? Good quality. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. One thing that I will say, that's not very good. That's a bit of a. That's a bit of a. As they say to the Italians, a floozy. This is a bit of a floozy right now. That is a kerfuffle, a compande, compadre. That's not Italian. Colosseum. Okay. Pizza, pasta, the regatorie. This bit, which isn't great. This crossing of the monthly MACD, unless it's like the mother of all fake outs, which it could be. There could be that little bit of a jump to be able to get back up to those levels. Bitcoin will need to rally. I think up. Where would it need to rally? 1 second. One second. 121. If that the rally to 121. To be able to turn this away, from what would be described as a to turn that MACD over, it would Bitcoin would have to hit 121. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible. Bitcoin has done some crazy things in its time. Just saying, because there's no speculators at the moment, because sentiment is so low, because liquidity is so low, genuinely one big player could do that. I just want everyone to understand that it doesn't seem like it's possible. It's definitely possible, right? There is a definite possibility, and the reason why I say it's definite possibility is because that would still be a lower high. I want everyone to understand that. I mean, in the shorter term, Bitcoin will have to gain bullish momentum, would have to pass, not even, yeah, there we go, 106,000. If it hits 106,000, passes 106,000, that will gain bullish momentum, but it's looking a squeaky bum, right? It's a bit squeaky bum right now. Okay, where are we right now? Yes, I will come to USDT dominance in a second. That's where some of the hopium is going to be sitting, and I'll phase that out. Now, if we look at Bitcoin dominance right now, it's dropping, but it's dropping in a manner in which, yeah, alts are moving, but this is more of an indication of where I think ETH could potentially do some interesting things, right? Especially if it holds this 21-day EMA between ETH Bitcoin. At the moment, it's looking a bit iffy, but if it regains back up to 3.3, we're on like Donkey Kong. But yeah, Bitcoin dominance is coming down. This level that it sits at, the 59.17, is really, really, really important. Super duper. What do you think about Nvidia earnings? I think they're going to beat it. It's not a problem. I don't think there's going to be any issue on that, right? Even though the other guys sold and everyone was like, oh my God, that's sell. And I've just done this video about it again, which no one watched, because why would anyone watch it? No one watches my videos because TikTok doesn't want to push them out to people. If you guys say I'm not interested, they won't push my videos out to you. Just say you're interested, like and comment and stuff. It really helps with my video algorithm. Is this? Wait, what was I saying? What was I talking about? Talking about algorithm. My brain's a bit. Oh yes, about what was I talking about? No, I wasn't talking about Sui. Nice try. Nice try. What was I talking about? Can someone type what was I talking about? My brain just went into a different planet. Let's see if you guys are listening. Not Epstein. No, about Nvidia. I wasn't talking. I like it there. Talk about Epstein. Yeah, no, I was talking about Nvidia. I do not understand this notion that this AI market is a bubble and is overpriced. I don't get it. Every pullback, in my opinion, every pullback is a buying discount opportunity for me. You know why? Just so you guys understand. I bought Nvidia down here when S&P 5. In fact, let's look at Nvidia. I'll show you where I bought Nvidia. I probably have Nvidia here. 1 second. What is with the internet today? It is having a field day. Come on. Only Pound said that it has no clue whatsoever. Yeah. Do you think everyone's got it wrong on the AI? But I 100%. What is going on here, man? There we go. Nice. All right, let's look at Nvidia. All right. Yeah, I bought Nvidia way back. What is going on with the internet today? I bought Nvidia here. Everyone's saying the same thing here. When it pulled back, it said it's over. It's over. Nvidia's it's done. It's finished. Nvidia, I just want everyone to understand this. Right? There is no way that AI is done. No way. This idea of this bubble stuff is wrong, in my opinion. Wholeheartedly wrong. Bubbles happen when earnings are not increasing. Bubbles happen when the increase of returns are not increasing. Bubbles are speculative things. When people are speculating in the future, that speculation of the future is what causes a bubble. This ain't a speculation. These companies are earning ginormous amounts of money. It is no way near where this market is going to be. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. If it pulls back harder, possibly to the 200-day EMA, I'm buying a huge amount of Nvidia. It's hilarious. People think that this thing Nvidia is over. Hilarious. Why? Who else is going to take over? Who else is going to create the chips? Excuse me? It's hilarious, man. It's so hilarious. Anyway, whatever. It's good, right? That's that situation there. So Bitcoin dominance is doing that, and that's in that situation. The dollar is holding on for dear life right now. It is sitting at that exact point I said, and it's technically underneath the 21-day EMA, right? So I would not be surprised if this thing doesn't pull back. And that pullback below the key level I said, that the 99.24, and most probably, in fact, breaking this lower low, the 98.73, this area here will most probably be a pullback in other markets as well. If that happens, it is on like Donkey Kong, and I'm going to explain to you why I think December might be that case, right? SBX looks a bit iffy, right? Because previous high, lower high, that usually indicates there's going to be some form of a correction. And this is the thing that I want everyone to understand, right? That correction could be back all the way to the 200-day EMA, which could be around the 6,280. That could be bad for a lot of markets, right? Is that the real True the Trader? That can't be the real True the Trader. Is that the real True the Trader? No, that can't be. Is that Mr. Algorithm? There's the algorithm guy here. MicroStrategy did not sell. Stop following those X guys. They did not sell. They are not selling. They just moved from one wallet to another. Jesus. Jesus. That's why this kind of stuff makes me feel like there's, bruv, I got scared. It's not. They're not selling. Stop following those people. It's hilarious, man. Honestly. So this pullback could potentially happen, right? I sold Nvidia. Nice. And my Nvidia is my super long term play. Every time it dips, I add more. Yeah, so it could go down to the 6.3. It's a possibility. There is a chance that happens. We'll see. The fact that it's double tapped the 55-day EMA ain't the greatest. It could have a small deviation down towards the 6.5, and then if it regains the 55-day EMA, then I'm going long like Donkey Kong. So is the market bullish or bearish? Somewhat bearish at this present moment, unfortunately, right? Somewhat bearish. I don't care what happens. I'm buying. I can't say that word. There's a word that can't say that on TikTok, right? Himself said he didn't sell. He's only buying. He's not. Yeah, because I'm going to say something about this, right? It's so funny. You know why MicroStrategy is buying so much? Do you know why he's doing what he's doing? Can anyone understand why he's doing what he's doing? I just want to understand the mindset of the people on my live right now. Anyone. Why do you think he's buying so much? MK. None of that, please. Tax write-off. Yeah, tax write-off. He's a G. No, because his time horizon is bigger than 3 months or 12 months. That's it. It's as simple as that. There is no way that this amount of legislation that comes in, this amount of governmental adoption, all of that stuff is not happening unless he sees that the future is in this industry. It's the long game. Exactly. It's the long game. That's it. That's it. This is it. I mean, like, please, like, this is the thing that normal institutions. Thank you so much for the hat. That's very kind. Normal institutions. I'm going to go eat Persian kebab and rice. I'll be back soon. Whoa, which one? I love Persian kebab. That rice is so good. You know that rice? I don't know what it's called, but it's the rice that's in that pot and it's got the crunchy bit on the outside. Oh, man. A good friend of mine's Persian. He's actually in AI. MicroStrategy says you can buy 1 billion a day. That's true. Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's not a factor that, like, you need to understand this understanding that everything that is being built right now. I mean, you hear what I mean, if you look at the numbers, right? I'm going to give you a clear understanding and the comparison here, and then I'm going to give you the hopium case so everyone can be nice and hopiumed up, right? Is this: if you are in this industry, you need to be okay and understand that these type of volatility movements up and down, you have to be okay with it. I saw where AI companies were spending upwards of 60% free cash flow, in which the percentage may increase in 26 on the data centers in addition to borrowing billions. Does that cause for coach? No, the data centers is unneeded. I'm going to explain to you about data centers. I have a friend in AI. I actually might bring one to the live one day. So you guys should follow my account and stuff, right? I want to get to 100K. Can you guys get me to 100K on my channel? That'd be amazing. Alra, it's been a while. We're going down straight to that word and empty walls. I feel the fear. A lot of people are going to feel the fear. Time horizons, my friend. By the way, is the sound better? I've changed stuff. Is there banging? I'm banging my desk. That's the only thing you might be able to hear. But what was I saying is this, right? If you're not okay with volatility, if your emotions are not in that wheelhouse, understand this. Go buy government treasury bonds, sit there and earn your 3% without worry. 3 to 4% without worry after taxation and things like that. If, like Bitcoin, where over the 2 years you have gained 230%, then you have to be okay with some volatility. I want everyone to really understand this fact. If you're not okay with volatility and these type of swings, then you are not for this industry. Please understand that. Because you guys are looking to make 10, 20, 30, 40 times your investments. That in real life doesn't exist. I'll tell you this, right? when I was in my other industry that I was in, right? I used to be a commodity facilitator a long time ago, right? When I if I said to someone that they could make 10% on this investment, they would leave the room. Do you understand? They would. I was once talking to a old friend of mine, and because I know this is the industry I'm in, I'm talking about, because when you're in it, it's like it's your world. But when people are from outside looking in, they have no idea what we're talking about. And I was talking to him, and I was like, oh yeah, I made about 10% today and 20% on that, and I did like 2x on that. And he's looking at me going, "Are you crazy? Like, but is it? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "I made 10% this year. I'm in the top. I'm in the top 10. I'm in the top 20 investment managers in my industry." I'm like, cool. Good for you. Good for you, my friend. You're doing well. Well done, my friend. You're doing well. And we're here just like trying to understand. I'm just sitting there going, and I was lying. I was lying. I was up like 10 I made 10x that morning. I was like, yeah, well, one or two. I made one or two x. Do you know what I mean? So you guys have to have this understanding that volatility needs to be your friend. You need to understand what you're putting your long-term things is to that, and its long-term is moving somewhat into more. Normally, like, so I'm not showing off. I wasn't a show. That wasn't even a show off. I wasn't even a show off. Honestly, that's why I'm talking about the program. Everyone's there. You've seen it. Like, honestly, 10% a year, bruv. He's like, yeah, what's up? What are you talking about? I'm gonna win awards. Right? So understand where we are. Please, everyone. Just understand where we are. So that's why your volatility needs to be your friend, and you shouldn't be worried and scared about this kind of thing unless you have liabilities that are above what your investments are and you're working on that level, right? That's it. That's the thing. If you think this industry is over forever, then do what you need to do. And the volatility is not work good, then you do what makes you happy and what you need to. It's not my advice. It's just what I would say in these humble opinion moments. Now, you guys want some hopium? Who wants some hopium right now? Who? Who feels like that I should be the hopium dealer right now in this present moment right now, right? Sitting at only 22,000 likes after I've given so much of stuff right now, where I'm literally just sitting here, like giving what other people would be like full blown charging an arm and a leg. Crypto King is a very nice person. Do you know him? He's amazing, right? Sitting here doing all that kind of stuff, right? And all I want is for you to like my stuff, press bells and things, and comment a few times and watch my videos. That's it. And if you want more, check out the pro group. That's it. I don't want more. That's it. Are you entertained? Is anyone entertained or what? No, I want the facts, Lord. Thank you so much, Mustafa. I thought YouTube was supposed to be the safe space. How is that? Oh man. All right. Okay, cool. Now. Let's get to some hopium. And it involves around this bad boy here. Right? And it's this bad boy, and it revolves around one particular zone where I genuinely think there are so many crypto kings. There's only one crypto king. Only one. The one that I got into some beef with once. And I don't know why. Partly because I went onto the screen accidentally and he was drawing a bull flag. And I was like, that's not a bull flag. And he was like, yes, it is bull flag. Then banned me. Then unbanned me, obviously finding out that I was actually not someone that's not like a whatever. And then the next day the markets went down. So apart from that moment, it wasn't very happy with me, right? That's that situation right now. He banned me too. All I said it wasn't what was wrong with that? Anyway, whatever, it's all good. Right, now hopium. Let's get to some hopium levels, right? Right now, USDT dominance is broken out of this key zone of the 5.5. But that 5.5 comes with some interesting zones that we could get to. And that interesting zone is here. And I'm going to explain to you why. If you map these zones onto Bitcoin, if you map and take these key points, they align perfectly with every single major move in this market. Every single one. So I'm expecting that if this dips one more time towards the 88,000 level, Confluences, baby, right? If it dips one more time, which means it will bring it down into this area here, this area of Confluence, and rejects the movement from here to the confirmation of this trend line here, which would a confirmation of the split, or to even maybe to here, will cause a ginormous move. The reason why I say that, remember when it did that little move there, and the markets went absolutely ballistic. Mark this level here. I'm going to give you one more level of hopium here. One more level of hopium. And you guys got to like this one. I showed you guys a graph many moons ago explaining to you the way the market is going to move. I showed you guys a graph, right? Where it's a composite analysis of the S&P 500 and various statistic measures throughout time. Now, for me to be able to show that to you, I need to get to at least 30,000 likes. I just need to. I don't want to act like I should be asking things in return for... It's not like I've been... It's not like I'm asking things for in return. I'm just saying that maybe a few likes would be incredible, because what I'm going to show you guys next is you're going to like, because what I said last time is exactly what happened. Then what we explained from there also happened exactly. And now what's going to happen next might show what's going to happen there. I don't know what that could be. Doesn't Crypto King also? Yeah, but he's not streaming anymore, right? So I need to get his likes, right? It's all about the tap buddy. Tap buddy. This is bear flag. Bear flag. See, bear flag. We pass this line, we pump. Sorry. I love you, bro. I'm messing around. I need to mess around with people that I love. Oh my God, how am I going to delete this? I love, please don't hurt me. You are my favorite person ever to created by history. Talks like him so you get the likes. Thank you so much. Talk like him. Okay, join my group. Filecoin to 300. Filecoin to 300. Okay, 30,000. All right, now I'm going to show you something. All right, okay. God, oh my God, tease. Remember this graph, everyone? Does anyone remember this graph? I'm gonna cross my arms. Remember this? Anyone? $500. I share all my levels. It's expensive. I am so much cheaper than that. My Lord. If you guys want a pro group, mine's so much cheaper than that. I should increase my... Well, maybe. We'll see. If no one wants to get into 9, I might do Crypto King levels. Can't see on TT. What platform are you showing on? All right, CJ. Now, I call it the Sherlock Holmes test. And to be able to understand where you could potentially see my screen, there is a breadcrumb of clues on the screen. Some have not been able to achieve the greatness of finding out exactly where that is. But if you follow the breadcrumbs, some might say it's quite a large box above my head. Some might say that it's what? Some might say that it's not easy to find. But if you really look very, very closely, you will understand where it is. You found it? Cool. Right, my man. I got it. Yeah, there you go. Good news. This composite cycle graph, right? Which don't read this bit here, because right, don't it to you guys, has pretty much exactly shown what's happening in the market. And if you look what the next stage is, can you guys see what the next stage is? Not only does that align with where we are, it aligns with where USDT dominance could be potentially going, and it aligns with certain other factors within the market. It also strangely aligns with the Fed cutting in a market that doesn't believe that they're going to cut. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm definitely not saying that. And I'm saying that there are a lot of things that are bearish in this market, including pretty much every single graph you can look at, right? But I will say is that these moves can be historically large. And that historically large things can be, I have no idea what I'm looking at. I'll explain to you. What this is basically an aggregation of all the cycles within certain other markets, all being composed on top of the S&P 500. And this pretty much shows the exact movement of the market right now. This was drawn before. Completely before. This is what's given in certain banks, and it's called an SL166 graph, right? People pay money for this crap. It's free here. I mean, all I wanted was a few likes. And everyone's just sitting there going, what am I looking at? He seems excited. What am I looking at? What's happening right now is the pullback before the final rally into the end of the year. And it's looking like all the levels are lining up for that move. It is why you have to be in a place where they will be able to get the right signals and the right understanding of where we're going. I know I keep talking about the pro group. I just want to give you guys as much value for as little as possible. Just all I want. That's it. This is your Hopium case right now, sitting right here. This right now. If you want this graph, I will put it into the pro group so you guys can look at it, analyze it, understand what's going on. Sentiment can get worse, but I promise you it can change on a dime. On a dime, right? When I say on a dime, you know how you know what on a dime looks like? Do you guys want to see on a dime? That, my friends, here, I'll show you on a dime. I'll show you on a dime. That there is on a dime. That there, what you see there at the moment, is on a dime. That. Was the sentiment better then or worse? Answer me this question. Was the sentiment worse when Donald Trump announced the tariffs or not than right now? Do we have anything right now that matches what was happening then? Anything? You guys forget tariffs, wars about to start all over the place. Things were in the ground. Paying attention? All right? all the stuff is free, right? It's amazing. All this stuff is free. All of it. You guys are just sitting there going, nah, bruv. Nah, I'm not going to give him a rose. I'm not going to give him a follow. I'm not going to do anything. All I'm going to do is just consume and go to Crypto King and pay that amount of money for something that he told that apparently he said Filecoin's going to 400. Oh, man. Oh boy. All right. On that note, right? I want everyone to also look at one more thing that I want for everyone to be clear about. If you go to my channel, right, and I'll leave on this lovely little high note that I left you guys on. Again, I'll put all this stuff into the program. I'll drop it in there. Is this? If you guys go onto my channel here, right, and you go down, you go to this bit here where you see more, you'll get to the all the links, the Linktree links here. If you go down and check out the Stargate website, this one here, right? You go there, click on it. Here, it will tell you the reason why I have been staking so much. The reason why. GNGen, I can't say that on the live. If you go into the tube, I'll tell you how much it is. It will give you a full understanding of why I've been staking so much VeChain. I highly recommend you read this and do your own research. Highly, highly recommend it. Because after reading this, if this does not make you want to have certain actions, and if you want to know what that is, you'll see in the other previous videos I've done about the streams. I don't know what will. And you can come and ask me any questions you want about it. I'll explain to you what other things that's going on. But it's really easy. As I said, just go here. You go here. You go here. And go here. That's it. In fact, I'll drop this link into the chat as well so you guys can see everything. Right. Now. Put this here. Okay, that was a lot of stuff. All right, there we go. So you believe this or just a bullish theory? I believe it, and I'm going to play with it, but I'm going to do exactly as it shows. And I'll be putting that all into what's happening and going from there. VeChain will moon at a certain point. I agree. And what this does is it gives you this ability to help the network. If you're going to be holding it for a long time, Stargate is a no-brainer in my opinion. None. A complete no-brainer. All right. Now, ask me questions, Brev. Brev's asked me questions. I think that was a good enough show. Fat Cat. Yeah. Market sentiment. The moment the market can gain some real ground, that thing is going to grow. I'm still burning 85% of the supply of that. There will be a point where that supply burn will catch up, and you will see. Would you like to talk about Solana for a minute? Just bought the bot. All right, let's talk about Solana. I mean, I gave the levels of Solana previously. Let's talk about Solana. Let's see what Solana's up to. I mean, I gave the level. I mean, I did give the level. I mean, you would pay for this stuff. I mean, literally, not only did it hit one, but then the other one. All right. We'll see. We'll see if this is the bottom for Solana. It is looking. I mean, it's okay. I mean, the fact that it's. Let's move this down a little. I mean, the fact that it's regaining this key level, the 140 level, is important. If it can't hold that, right, I still think that it could potentially come back down to 138 and see the reaction of that. Where are we here? Yeah. I'm almost certain it's going to come to the 138. Almost certain. I would not be surprised if that's not the 50% wick. No, it's the 382. Yeah, I would say this is the zone to look at. I think this is going to come down and tap that again. There we go. Okay. Also, if you guys join the what will be happening after we get to those 200 places I'll filled out in the program, I'm going to be doing shows on there. I bought 137. Perfect. Thank you, man. Fantastic. Oh, good. Take profits. That's what I'm going to say. So yeah, what I'm gonna say is this. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing actual like little shows on that channel as well. Just so you know, once it gets to 200 places are filled up. Well, actually not 200, 190 now. I see no reason to be bullish. Yeah, okay. When I say bullish, I'm talking about recovery bounces here. Not, we'll see. Sentiment and everything can change very quickly. Very, very quickly. Again, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's say if we were there. Do you see any reason to be? Do you see any reason to be bullish here? Anything, any reason whatsoever? When the S&P 500 does a 21% correction. Were you bullish then? We could very well look. I'm saying that at this present moment, the double tap of the 55-day EMA is most probably going to be a pullback. I said that. Let's not forget that. But I'm just saying, let's be careful how we think about and how sentiment can change on a dime. Any other questions? SPX due for a correction or no? Yes and no. A correction is a buying opportunity, in my opinion. How low can Bitcoin drop? I think 88,000. Between 88 and 87 is going to be the number. If you watch this show again, you'll see. Is this deep because the effect on the housing market? Yeah, the Fed need to cut. I'll say this. If the Fed doesn't cut in December, that's full bear market. I promise you that. That will be a bear market until May. That is something I will tell you. Have you ever sold a bag at a loss, or do you hold it? Oh no, look. I have three levels of bags, right? I have my ultra long term, which I've held forever, right? And those are three: Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana. All three of them are massively up still, but I'm gonna hold them for a long term. I have my medium term, which I played for medium term runs. So if I saw it around this period here, I would buy, and then I would wait all the way up until it moves up to a certain period and go from there. And then I have my short term bags, which is my trading bags, which is what I mean, I don't, but other people like Batman and the chair and all these kind of things. I'm also going to be adding a gold trader in there as well, which should be quite interesting. And that's the thing. Tao, long time no asking. Oh my god, Tao, let's look at Tao. Man, you love Tao, don't you? You love Tao. All right, let's see. Where's the Tao? I think Tao long term is gonna be very, very good. That's my only humble opinion. Where's Tao? I don't have Tao here. Ah, there we go. Oh man, I mean, it's still okay. I mean, if we zoom out, it ain't great, but it's okay still. Honestly, if you look at the towers in a broader spectrum, I mean, it's basically in full ranging mode. So the strength that Tao is pulling at this present moment is crazy, but I would not be surprised if this is not hit. The 295 is not hit. I'd be highly surprised if that's not hit. And I think an aggressive bounce from that moment will happen. Or one way or other. Most probably it will do something like this. Most probably, I'm talking like longer term, like that. And that will be the decision point of where it will be. What about Fat? I talked about Fat Cat. I'm burning 85% of the supply. Like full burn. There'll be a point where the effect on that on the price will definitely appear. Your opinion of XRP. Thank you so much. Thank you for the pointing, man. Let's look at XRP. Sperdo. I can't talk too much about Sperdo. I'm technically not allowed to talk about it yet. I can't talk about it. I mean, it is up 70%, just saying. I can't talk about it. Okay, let's look at XRP. All right, there we go. Oh, dear. Oh man, XRP. Oh dear me. All right, I'm gonna try and be nice because XR people report me when I talk bad things about it. All right, you guys ready? Have you seen XRP? It is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. This is, if I could say one thing about this XRP, it was this. XRP is amazing. It is so good that only the best people ever created times 3. Okay, I'm being a bit crazy. Times 10 buy this thing. It's incredible, especially as the creator keeps selling and people are still buying. The guy has sold $250 million of this stuff. That's all I'm saying. Right? But if I was to say something, it's a minimum. I would say, if I had to say it, right, if there was a number I could put on XRP, right, if this is the number I can talk about, and I just want it to be very, very important, right? And I need everyone to understand that XRP, in my humble opinion, has only one number it can get to. Only one. There isn't any other number this thing can go to. And I'm gonna explain it in a very, very simple manner. I'm getting there. Yep, there we go. I've already put it. That is exactly where XRP is going to. If it isn't 10,000 sometime in the future, and if I'm still alive, I think then it'll be good. But other than that, other than it being worth, I mean, at 10,000, its market cap would be the entirety of the world's economy. I think it's a plausible number. I think it's a very plausible number. I mean, but I would say this. If it loses the 2.25, it's going down. I would not be surprised if XRP doesn't tap the 1.7. I'd be very surprised. I think that would be an area where this thing is going to most probably go to. It's continuously doing lower lows and lower highs. If it can gain a higher low around the 2.19, great. I think that would be a good entry point to get some short-term move. But this is on a heavy downtrend at this present moment. Until it breaks that downtrend, we can't say. I was just messing around the 10,000. It's just everyone keeps saying 10,000. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's still holding relatively strong. The XRP community is unbelievably strong, even though the creator keeps selling on your asses, like constantly selling. And everyone keeps making excuses and no one uses it. And to be honest, I thought XRP was going to be the one that was going to be partnering up with, what was it called? What was that? Swift? What happened to that? No more Swift anymore, right? I don't get it. Is Swift not a thing anymore? I mean, why would you need that? Answer me this question. Why would you need XRP if stable coins are a thing? If you can answer that, I'll buy XRP, right? Now, next, let's look at hype. Ripple needs to make some money, man. They specifically said that XRP isn't Ripple, right? That shows conviction. When the parent company is like, this ain't us, man. Look, we did create it. Didn't think it would get here. Not gonna lie, it's been lucrative. Not gonna lie. Morpho, you should talk to what's his name? What's that guy's name? Evan. You should talk to Evan. He's the Morpho guy. What's it? Oh, you want to look at Hype? Will deposit tokens replace stable coins at some point? You think? One second. Let me get this straight. You think XRP is going to replace stable coins? Is that genuinely what you think? Maybe I should buy XRP because if that like, anyway, let's look at Hype. Where's Hype? I want to say this, right? There is no way, man. The short from 10,000, Lamar. That that gives me weird tingly feelings, man. God, that short would be legendary. I think I'd buy America if that's the short. Right. Hype. Look. There's a bit of a death cross that's happening on Hype. And I still see a massive inefficiency on this wick. Absolutely enormous. By the way, that was a great play, but yeah, whatever. I see a massive inefficiency at this moment, and it is settling heavily underneath the 200-day EMA. What's the weekly look like? Yeah. $29, and then talk to me. That wick is impossible. That inefficiency is out of this world. I would be very, very cautious about doing anything on that level. Massively cautious, but we'll see. The only thing that I would say about Hyperliquid is that it's got so much liquidity in it. But if speculators are going away from the market, right? If the speculators are moving, do you think Hype's going to have the amount of earnings and liquidity and money to be able to support this graph? Maybe. I don't know. It's at a key point. Yeah, look, the yearly open also sits around that. Oh, man. 29 minimum. What else? On stablecoins because it's a deflationary asset. It is. When bull market. I think there's going to be some form of rally in December. But I went to Asta. Let's look at Asta. Oh, man. Airdrop. Oh, wow. Look at that. I love how I put these and don't actually use them. I don't actually use them. Damn. Is it bad that my biggest bag is Sol? Not necessarily. No. I mean, Sol long term I think will be fine, but short term we might see some pain in Sol. Might. We'll see. Yeah, Asta doesn't look fantastic either. It's okay. It's okay. It's on full consolidation mode right now. I'll say I should have bought that. I literally put it. It was on stream. Anyone that was here, right? Anyone that was here, I was like, when it gets down to here, I'll buy. I drew this and didn't buy. Why? I'm gonna say Asta for me is a long-term play for me. I was going to allocate here, but then what I did was not do that. I was like, you know what? Not gonna buy it there. I'll draw it for everyone else to benefit from it, but then I'm not gonna buy it at that point. Anyway, whatever. But for me, if I was to do this, this would be more of a long-term play. I'll see when all the volatility gets really, really silly. But right now, this looks... Yeah, I mean, look, if you look closer in the 4 hourly, especially, if it doesn't rally above this point here, this is going down for one more step down, and I would say, yeah, there, 9,740. I love Casper as well. I'm still holding Casper. But man, it's going down. XRP provides deep programmable liquidity. What does that mean, man? I read Jonathan's tweet recently to CZ. I don't know what that is. Mark is pumping back. We'll see. We'll see. I gave him the hopium case to everyone. We'll see what happens. There you go. There's the hopium case. I mean, I'll say this: if this goes up to here, and then rallies back down to here, that would be absolutely enormous. We'll see though. That would be a market. That would be a sentiment change for sure. For this and down, even for Fibonacci not working. The Casper fan that sent a tweet to Binance season is one of the greatest tweets this year. Oh yeah. I mean, look, Casper is probably a next run type of thing. What happened to Sperdo? It's up 75%, I think. First small pain. I would say watch 88 like a hawk. Oh wow, here we go. Yeah. Our group got a beautiful bounce from there, but watch 88 like a hawk. This area here. Between 8. Yeah, this area here is going to be super duper key. It's super key. I'm down 75%. Depending on what coins you're in. Bull run around the corner with QE. Res. If that happens, that would be massive, yeah. Where the guy going to shave his beard when Bitcoin falls off 94? You know what? Why didn't you guys go to why do you guys go to what's his name, Jams, and tell him why his channel is there? I thought he was going to delete his channel if it didn't go, Bitcoin didn't go below, what was it, 100,000 October. Let's not all point towards one other person when everyone else doesn't do it. You know what I mean? Right. What are we doing? One last question. One or two more questions. That's it, man. Let's not go after someone when things are down like this. You know what I mean? It's no point. When things are up, if someone's saying something's going down and it goes up, no one should be going after everyone, right? No one. It doesn't matter who they are. If you don't like them, you like them, whatever. I get hate, he gets hate, they get loved, I get love, whatever. This is all about a position where people have some level of experience and they want to provide that experience. You either take it, you don't take it. That's the thing. And it's the thing. Sometimes I get people going to either Jam or Devon or whoever it is and saying, "Oh, Alvarez said this, that, and the other." There's no point. Let them. They have their own followers, their own people. People who believe in them. People who understand them. People who like that. The style of their community. Let them be what they are. That's all I would say. What's your biggest life advice? I would say this, right? I'm trying to be careful how I say this because it's a bit of an age thing, but I would say this. Not patient, no. I'm trying to be very careful how I say this because I don't want people doing silly stuff. But I'll say this, right? Try and do everything you can dream of, because the last thing you want is to have regret when it's too late. That's it. Everyone who's become anything in this life has pushed for things that everyone has said that is impossible, that people shouldn't dream, they shouldn't go for that, that's too risky, that's doing that. Yeah, some people have failed, but at least you can say you've tried. You know what I mean? So just go for it. Honestly, some of the best things in my life has happened when I have been vehemently against doing it. I'm being very, very serious. Everything that has brought me to this point in life has happened because I've done the risky things. Just so you guys understand, I was in a position earning very good amounts of money. Like really, really good amounts of money. supposed security, da, 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 da. And I gave all of that up, all of it, because I didn't like what I was doing. I was sleeping in the bathroom on the big toilet roll because my meeting was at 4 o'clock to have a meeting with Asia. I was earning great money, but that's not a life. You know what I mean? That's it, man. That's the fundamental thing. And I'll say this to everyone who is older, right? Everyone that is older. It is never too late. Ever. Ever. I'm being very serious to everyone. It's never too late. You can if you have the energy and the drive and all that kind of stuff, any age is an age that you can make it. That's it. All right? Good. Everyone happy? Everyone had some level of hopium, some level of downside. Was it a good show? You guys are happy? You know, all of that kind of stuff. Thank you. I got 4 hearts. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, really good. You're the GOAT, man. I appreciate it. Very good show. You don't have to say that. I just want you guys to understand that, look, things are looking a bit iffy, but I will be here in the bad times and the good. That's how you know the real character of someone. You know what I mean? When someone's going to be here, even when things are not looking fantastic. Every day, guys, apart from yesterday. I had a bit of a moment at the airport. I did a bit of a Karen. I was like, you know who I am? No, I'm joking. You guys know who I am? You know, I have a channel with 83,000. And the guy's like, eh? Yeah, I'm going to have a full day, so I don't need 3 months. Okay, cool. Well, I love you guys. Take care. Wasn't proud. I wasn't proud. And then had like 4 yum-yums afterwards to drown my sorrows on the train. I was that guy. All right. I was that guy. I had a moment. All right. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Take care. All right, guys. Absolute appreciation. Look, for people who want to join the pro group and want to have an understanding, it's not free. There's a cost to it. These people cost money, unfortunately, but I'm making it as cheap as possible. It's a full trading channel, full market analysis, full market understanding, bunch of traders in there. I'm in there. You'll get the first drop of any of the marketing runs that come through my agency. So you'll get in early, like Spurdo was a 5x, and there's been multiple 10x, 15x's, 30x's, all that kind of stuff that go through there if you want to play a bit of risk. But if you want to also trade, there's, you know, all that kind of stuff, and that's it. And it costs, just saying to everyone, it's in USDT crypto because banks don't like it for what I'm doing. It's $50 a month and it's 3 months minimum, or you can go through the Fat Cat channel as well. If you want to do that, make sure you go to the Learn by Alvarez group. It should be on my Linktree. I don't know why the Linktree for you guys is not working. Just go to the Learn by Alvarez group and then you can go in from there. That's it. It's super simple. And if there's someone here who can put that in there, we can go and join. It's a cool community as well. Everyone's talks. There's no level of negativity at all. Everyone is there to just help each other out, and it's a cool place to be. All right, I'll put it in here. There we go. Here's the link. Go copy it, and I'll put it in here. There you go. Got it? You guys got it? It's not on the tube for some reason. Why is it not on the YouTube? Actually, I'll put it on the YouTube. Oh, whatever. You guys see it. If you go on the X, you'll see it there. I'll post it on the X as well. In fact, I'll post it now so I don't forget. I understand. We're always here, right? It's always a good show. It's always a bit of fun. It's always a bit of like, you know, there we go. There we go. Let me do this. How about this? Free group. There we go. Free group. Paste. Go. Bam. Bam. Thank you, ma'am. All right, guys. Pleasure. Love. All that kind of stuff. It's a great community. It's a lot of fun. People chat. We show like bread making and stuff like that and all that kind of stuff. All right. Peace. Affection. And I'll catch you guys there.